Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. Of course, I'm your host CDB. You are not, and today we're going to use Cold River Soapworks Select. This is Puro Fresco, which is a really nice scent. Looks like that. I've had this one for a long time, probably 3 years or somewhere thereabouts. Really nice scent. Scent-wise, it reminds you a lot of Razorock 1X. In fact, to my nose, it's almost identical. It's a really nice scent and a really good high quality soap in my estimation. We're also going to use the mighty R41 with a Jurgen Hempel titanium handle. Blade is Astra SP. Brush is the Razorock Big Bruce. And of course, I've got my trusty timeless bowl, which I love. So let me go ahead and wet the face here a little bit and we'll get started. I hope everybody had a wonderful week this week and is in the midst of enjoying a wonderful weekend. This weekend I'm gonna go back and see my folks and my lady friends folks and enjoy that. And I hope you have plans to do nice things. I didn't do anything last night. I just stayed in and cooked, made some spaghetti, and it was good. It was quite good indeed. So just watched a little TV and enjoyed some decent food. All right, let's see what we got here. This is a great soap, I gotta tell you. All the Cold River Soapworks soaps, quality-wise, are just phenomenal. And this one is one of my favorites. The scent on this is just, I just love it. I think it's probably based on one of the Aqua Department type scents, but I don't know which one. I don't really follow all that, but I can tell you, it's a really good soap. And if you've never tried Cold River, Soapworks, they're very good, high quality products made by nice gentlemen, in my estimation. And that is just smooth as silk, that R41 just gliding along on that Cold River Soapworks. Puro Fresco, great stuff. As you can see there is no drag there. That thing just glides along. The R41 is a razor that a lot of people fear. It's not to be feared, you just have to be careful with it. Really, you have to be careful with any razor. It is a little more efficient, and it can be a little rough for some people if you're not used to an aggressive razor, but it does a great job. I like it. It doesn't feel at times, depending on, the level of your beard, as smooth sometimes as some of the other ones, but overall it does a really nice job, and it really is efficient. So if I was in a hurry and maybe wanted to do a 2-pass or something, I might grab the R41 and, roll with it because it's so efficient. Or just like today, I just decided I wanted to go with an efficient or aggressive, as some people call it, razor, and it'll do a good job. Boy, this soap smells fantastic, I gotta tell you, really wonderful. Really like it a lot. This is great stuff. Smells good. It's not priced crazy. It's more expensive than some of the artisan offerings, but it's not, so much so that I would avoid buying it if you're interested. You know me. I really won't put you down the road of buying any premium software at all. For me, it's not worth it, and I don't recommend it. But there are some artisan offerings that are a little bit more expensive than some of the others that are probably worth, that extra $1 or $2 per tub that, are really great stuff. And this one would fall into that category. It's a really nice quality product. And I tell you what, that razor just glides right over it. So check out Cold River if you have not. They have some amazing scents and amazing products. The Bergamot and Bay is fantastic. Their barbershop is fantastic. The citrus is fantastic. I'm not sure what all scents they have right now, but really good stuff. And this, I'm still using the newly labeled or newly designed labeled or the redesign of the label at the Astro Blades, and I have noticed, again, no difference whatsoever in the actual, effectiveness as the blade. Some speculated there was. I've noticed none. These Astra SP blades, the newer style label, feel just like the old to me. So I really wouldn't concern myself with worrying that they're not as good as they old. They seem to be just the same, as far as I'm concerned, for whatever that's worth. But ultimately, you have to make your own decision. And so check them out, see what you think, and then proceed accordingly. But for the price of the Astras, which is usually somewhere thereabouts $10 for 100, or if you get a couple hundred, they're even cheaper by the 100. Really good value. And you know me, I'm into the great value. Like this big Bruce brush here is, I don't know, used to be 11 or 12 bucks or something like that. It's a great value. I've had it for, I'm sure, a couple of years now or beyond, whatever they came out, I don't recall, but it's, I think the future growth of a hobby like this is in value stuff, because people want to try something, but I don't think they want to spend a lot of money. Some will, like many of us come in and we spend a ton, but just to get started, I think, value is the way to go, and see whether you like it or not. See whether you're gonna put the time in that it takes to do one of these sort of shaves, because young folks today, their time is very important to them. They'd rather be doing this, that, or the other thing, and they don't want to slow down and do a lot of things. So there's no need to spend a ton of money on something you're not going to actually use. Start with value, and if you like it and get hooked, you will probably spend the time. But anyway, I think it's a nice way to start, is to get yourself some good quality products that don't cost you a ton, rather than buying the most expensive Badger brush right out of the gate and having it shed and all this kind of stuff and having the smell. That's not the way to, in my view, to bring in new people. The way to bring them in is to bring them in and on, not spending a ton, and see if they like it. Some will, some may not. And sure, certainly if you buy, a $200 brush and a $200 razor, and you buy Creed, Aventus, and all this stuff to start out with, and you don't like it, you spent $500 or $600. Nobody's going to be very happy about that. So I think the future is in budget stuff and giving people a lot of bang for their buck. Just my opinion. All right, that was an excellent 3 passes. Let me rinse. We will come back and do the post. Stay tuned. All right, and here we are back with the magic made by witches. There's Witch Hazel. Of course, this one is cucumber, which is really great stuff, at least in my estimation. It is, and you see it, of course, used here every time I make a video, which is mostly on weekends now. Sometimes not every Saturday, Sunday, but at least on Saturday I try to make one. We're going to follow it up with 1X here in a minute by Razorock, which smells exactly the same as, to my nose, as the Cold River Soapworks Puro Fresco. This one came out first, by the way. Razorock was the first one that I know of to have this particular scent, and then there are others like it now, but Razorock, as far as I know, was the first to do this. I think it's inspired by some cologne, if I'm not mistaken. Razorock was the first artisan I know to do it inspired by, as far as I know. What else we're going to? Oh, we're going to quickly talk about the gear we used. The Muhle R41 with the Jurgen Hempel titanium handle, fantastic. Did a really great job. Everything was smooth, no cut sweepers, creepers, nothing. Great. Razorock Big Bruise, great as always. And of course the soap, which is Cold River Soapworks Puro Fresco. fantastic. The only thing I don't like about it, it's in a tin. But this particular tin has held up pretty well. I think the tins he used to use, he doesn't anymore, uses plastic. It's a little more robust. My Cold River stuff never got banged up in shipping or anything. So either they shipped them with more care or the tins were just a little heavier gauge. All right, let's finish it up with a little Razorock 1X, which smells fantastic. I can't describe it other than to say it's heavenly. It smells great. To me, it kind of reminds me, I don't know, kind of like a day at the beach and that fresh, if you get a fresh breeze, you know, not, of course, there's dead fish on the beach, you know, but just that ocean fresh, it's sort of what it reminds me of. I don't know what it's based on originally. I don't know how you would describe it. To me, it sort of reminds me of a beachy type thing, and I love it. Well, thanks everybody once again for joining me. I think I'll do a head shave after this one on video for you all. So if you're interested, come back later and watch that one. And if not, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.